State Sports. Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tennessee's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yes, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And the balls are flying down the field. The give to the tailback. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wolfpack offense comes out and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, it's McCall. He'll pull it down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's off to the races. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off the speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback is going with that. Nice job.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. On the move, it's Waters. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It is perfect.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played 1 before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Makes his connection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Dropping back, it's McCall. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Going up top on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so done.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. It's Bishop. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Scanning the field, it's McCall. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They keep attacking through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. They'll go to the ground. Trucks through the defender. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, looking for a man. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's caught inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown ball! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Waters. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. It's caught. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. 3rd down coming up after that completion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll bring it back. It's Carter. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Give to the fullback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. NC State going up tempo. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Waters. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll line up for a second down play. The play action fake. Runs through the tackle. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's got it on the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would...
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's McCall. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. The sure hands, it's Collins. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Waters. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Works the middle of the field. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bishop. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
2nd down coming up. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The give out of the gun. Keeps the legs moving. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football.
Running toward the tape. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Grab near the marker. It's Bishop. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Bishop. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. And I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
To the air, it's McCall. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. NC State quick to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Waters. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Here we go with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking to pass. It's McCall. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Back to the air one more time. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got it. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is
a shot toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out. Ball's out. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way.
And, man, that's tough. As a defense, you're celebrating your offense. We're about to go take the lead. We're about to go win this game late in the fourth quarter, and then they force the turnover. Now we got to go make them look good. Get off the sideline, change your mindset, go make a play, get the ball back to your offense.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's McCall. Pocket starts to collapse. Looks as if NC State has a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
It's now second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. And that is how we will wrap this one up. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Menu narration option is set to off.